I say to you that there is in operation at the present time a conspiracy to sell, and I use the word sell advisedly, this country to the Dominion of Canada.
This is the story of Great Harbour Deep. From a fishing airport on Newfoundland's Great Northern Peninsula comes a heart-wrenching tale of a community coerced by government threats to abandon their ancestral home, grappling with the profound loss of roots and sacred cemeteries. Through unity, they face this adversity, but the pain of leaving their way of life echoes in their scattered descendants and fading memories. Great Harbour Deep, once called Orange Bay on Chaplin's 1612 map, thrived by the mid-20th century with a fish plant, school, medical station, and even a movie theater. Its cod-rich waters sustained generations, and its people created the Running the Goat dance, a cultural gem. In the mid-1960s, residents like Bob Pittman, who ran the store and fish plant, scoffed at Premier Joey Smallwood's resettlement pushes, rooted in their vibrant fishing life. But the 1992 cod moratorium shattered that foundation, gutting the economy and leaving families struggling to survive. The town's isolation, accessible only by a costly 3-hour ferry from Jackson's Arm, deepened the challenge, making recovery feel like an impossible dream. The adversity intensified with relentless government coercion. Under Newfoundland's community relocation policy in the 2000s, the provincial government pressured Great Harbour Deep, threatening to cut off essential services, the ferry, school, medical service, and even electricity if they didn't comply. As resident Sharon Elger told CBC in 2018, the lack of a road was a deliberate stranglehold. If we'd had a road, we'd still be there. The government's ultimatum was clear: vote to leave or be abandoned entirely. The policy required a 90% majority to secure $100,000 per household in compensation, a sum that felt like a coerced bribe to many. In 2002, 98% voted to resettle, but the decision was steeped in resentment. It was do it or lose everything, fisherman Bruce Robson said, his words heavy with the sting of betrayal. The emotional toll of leaving ancestral roots was devastating. Great Harbour Deep was more than a place. It was centuries of family legacies, etched into the rocky inlet and the small cemetery where parents, siblings, and children rested. Abandoning those graves tore at the community's soul. It's like leaving your heart behind, one woman recalled. Families packed their belongings, some towing entire houses by boat to Roddickton or Ingley. But the intangible essence, the rhythms of fishing life, the warmth of kitchen times, couldn't be relocated. Bob and Linda Pittman, among the last to leave, returned to find their town overtaken by alders, their porch light flickering over a ghost town, a haunting symbol of what was lost. Resettlement severed the ability to pass down their ancestral ground and way of life. The land, rich with stories of cod hauls and communal dances like Running the Goat, couldn't be handed down to descendants who now grow up in disparate places like Corner Brook or St. John's. Disconnected from the inlet's embrace, the community bar where locals gathered for drinks, laughter, and tales was abandoned. Its role as the town's social heartbeat lost forever. As families scattered to different towns, the tight-knit community unraveled, with neighbors no longer sharing daily lives or the bar's camaraderie. Yet unity held them together during the move. Town meetings fostered collective mourning and planning, and neighbors helped pack homes, sharing tears and strength. The vote, though coerced, was driven by a shared hope for their children's future. Despite some youth feeling silence, some later wishing they could have fought to stay. The way of life only survives in fragments. Its loss a wound for those who left and their descendants. J.P. Cormier's 2008 song, Great Harbour Deep, mourns a town gone to skin and bones, its melody carried by bands like Shanneyganock, keeping the community's spirit alive in Newfoundland's cultural tapestry. Former residents, like the Pittmans, cling to memories of the bar's warmth and good times, but their children and grandchildren inherit only stories, not the land, not the graves, not the communal bonds that shaped their identity. Great Harbour Deep's story lays bare the cruelty of government coercion. Threats to cut services forced the people to abandon their roots, robbing future generations of their heritage and the community's beating heart. Through unity, they endured, preserving their story and shared memory. But the loss of their ancestral ground and scattered lives remains a tragedy. Today, a shredded maple leaf remains, a stark reminder to those who visit. What happens when a nation abandons its people?